to get a little bit of a graphic view without blocking my view of the windshield with my phone. I did bring my GoPro. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more of this, but you can see this is kind of what we see. We see sky, we see ground, we see sky, we see ground. And it's a little bit different than the sky ground when you're flipping your motorcycle. This is just up and down the trails here in this creek in Paladuro Canyon. There's been a few people on the trails today. Haven't seen a lot. Ooh, this one's going to be spicy. Look at this. Phone's probably going to show sky. But anyway, this is an uphill climb, pretty steep. We're running 38-inch Milestar Patagonias. And we're aired down to just around 10 pounds. I actually hadn't aired down too much. I put a little bit more air in them, but they're definitely hooking up. They're bald, but they're hooking up good. So. Okay, so we're on a trail called the Back 40. Wow, there's a trail called Starlight here that's a black. I think we're just going to stay on the Back 40 for now. And we may play around with those tomorrow. But as you can see, the canyon, I got the phone adjusted a little bit better. Sorry for the previous videos, but you can see the layers in the canyon walls, all the different geology that's been impacted over Texas over these years, and how the rains washed away these canyons. I was telling Gene, I'd love to be down here during a rainstorm, but I want to be on a mid-canyon rim road, not the bottom one, because I guarantee it, when that water comes running off down the hills and off the side of those canyon walls, that this is flash flood central. And you could tell just by looking at the ravines and the washes. But we ride dirt bikes in Caprock Canyon, which is just down the road. It's actually the end of Paladuro Canyon. Very similar terrain. And when I was riding my dirt bike, I couldn't imagine jeeping in it just because of the way the terrain is. And these guys have done a great job of creating trails and tying stuff together. So we've gone 6.5 miles today, which is kind of not very far when you're thinking about it in the grand scheme of things. But when you're going less than 5 miles an hour in most places, and you're crawling over boulders that are the size of your Jeep, you kind of understand that it's not about how far your journey is, just how the quality of the journey is. And we're getting ready to taste some of that here in just a second. We're going to drop down in this ravine, and I don't know if it shows up. Ooh, it show up in the camera, but we're gonna drop off this crazy stuff here, and I'm gonna try not to stick the nose in the ground. But this is steep. Yeah. Yes.
How?
I don't have my lockers on, so it's got one front and one rear. Yeah, we were definitely flex as much as you can flex when your opposite tires are off the ground. That's funny. So now we got this wall here. Hopefully it's not the wall of shame that we're going to crawl up. We're going to kind of take the harder line just because it looks cool. We were turning the free wheels without having the lockers kicked in. I had to lock the front and the rear end to get out of that one.
Kevin's trying to blow me out.
Well, clearly that plan did not work.
No, sir, it takes more than that.
Okay, we're down in the canyon. We're kind of working our way out. We've actually gone past where the drop off is, and or drop in, and we got to go back and climb out of it. But in the meantime, we've done a little bit of a side jaunt, and we took off down this trail called Middle Earth, and it's pretty damn sketchy. This is a wall here. That was freaking cool. That was freaking cool, man. All right, Kev, just roll into it. Roll up it, buddy.
Yep, right up.
Bringing back memories of Moab right there.
Oh, sure.
So anyway, we gotta work our way down these gnarly trails down to the creek, and then we gotta follow the creek down to get to our trail. Ooh, boy. So we just kind of roll her. Oh, that wasn't terrible. These big tires are pretty amazing. So it's really hard to tell how steep this stuff is. Until you get out and watch it. The camera never does it justice. But just like that wall back there, I mean, it wasn't, 90-degree vertical, but it was steeper than 45. It was steep. And a lot of this stuff you're not going to walk up and down. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys some video of the more challenging stuff. Jean said she wanted to hit a blue trail. This was a blue one. Before we headed back to the truck. So we hit a blue trail. I think that was the rock that Light Bright and those guys broke their Jeep on. Gene said it's pretty cool driving along these canyon walls. We do the Grinduro down in Post, which is a couple hundred miles south of here, but it's kind of the same terrain. The canyon isn't as big, but it's very, very similar terrain. And we ride dirt bikes and all that stuff. And I think I said it earlier, when you're riding dirt bikes in it, you're like, oh wow, man, it's crazy. I didn't think I'd ever be jeeping in it. Of course, this trail doesn't show the precipice and the edge and the abyss that you're riding along sometimes, because we're down in the bottom driving along the creek. And earlier when I was driving along the edge, I didn't want to get out and take any video because I didn't want to step out of the Jeep and fall off the side of the hill. It was that close. So we're getting ready to hit the drop-in area, which we're going to drop out or climb out. And we're going to follow the etiquette of calling on the radio and pausing, and then we'll do a little short video climbing up the mountain. And you got to see what it's like climbing out of the miniature Grand Canyon over here. Well, here we go. We're starting to climb out. I should have turned it on as soon as we turned it so you kind of get an idea of where we're at. We're literally, I don't know, it's steep. That is all I can say. It's steep. I don't know if you get any visualization of the trees on the side, but I got her in 4-low with all the lockers on. They don't want you to tear up their hill spinning, so it just cruising right up it. But boy, if you're not used to having your vehicle on an incline like this, the first time that you really do it, which happened to us in Moab, it was pretty terrifying. When your heart rate's up, you're like, you don't even understand what you're doing and what the vehicle's doing. But the traction was so good. Even here, the traction is really good. So you don't really know what your vehicle can do until you do it. Now we've got quite a few off-road miles under our belt, but still, it gives you a rush when you approach this hill for sure. So I don't know if you can kind of see off to the left-hand side over here. Whoa, it's steep over there. Don't drive off that edge. there for a minute to grab my breath as we made that really steep climb, and it's still steep. My Jeep probably should have been in second, but I didn't want to run out of power and get the tires slipping. So we're sticking in first, and we're gonna just keep on trucking. We should be the last two. I don't have any idea. Those guys are fucking soft. There's another one coming down. Thank you.
Yeah, in a stick shift. Good job there. Didn't even roll. Might have been hopping over. Might need to be shaken.
So, with the video still playing, that's exactly what you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to stop at the bottom of the hill.
I came out of gear on the way up there, J-Road.
What's that? You came out of gear?
Yeah.
Had a four-wheel drive, or what happened?
The transfer case.
Was it not in all the way?
That's what I'm thinking.
So, anyway, I stopped to make the announcements. The yahoos behind us passed us, so they're already committed. I don't know who's talking on the radio. You're supposed to talk, wait, see if anybody responds, and then if nobody responds, or if you get a yay or nay, you react on there. So what you don't do is stop halfway on the mountain. like my wife says too. I'm in a manual, so I need 4 feet to keep us from rolling backwards and stopping. That is steep, but there's a little bit of a wide spot there. We made it through it. The world did not end. We didn't panic. We got through it. We lived to wheel another day.